Good evening, friends. Today we will be discussing with you wonderful topic that is unraveling social stratifications. So, what is social stratification? This lecture is presented by Abhishek Banerjee, the founder of Vidyacharya Gurukul. Suppose let's take an example. Once upon a time, in a small Indian village named Sundarpur, people lived together, but not everyone was treated the same way. Some people were respected more, while others were given fewer chances in life. This difference in treatment is what we call social stratifications. I hope it is clear to you. Now, so what are the defining social stratification and how will I define it? Suppose in Sundarpur, Ramu was a farmer and he always worked very hard. But no matter how much effort he put in, he was never invited to the meetings of the village headman. On the other hand, Sham, the Jamindar's son, did not work much but got a lot of respect. This is social stratification. So, social stratification means dividing society into layers like rich and poor, high and low status. These layers are not always fair. So, what are the main features here? First is that the social means it happens in every society, not just in Sundarpur. That is a very important. There is an universal, but it's variable because all societies have it, but the rules differ. That is a very important concept. Then it's in hierarchical. So some people are at the top, some in the middle, some at the bottom. Like Shudras are at the bottom and Brahmins are at the top. Next is based on belief. So people think it's normal for some to be on top, and that is true. Some to have somewhere, and that is an integrational. That is a very important concept because usually it continues from parents to children. If parent is a farmer, then children should be a farmer. This is the concept they believe. So there are different kinds of theories came out on social stratification because this theory based on why division exists. Some smart people try to explain why this happens. The first theory is called functionalist theory or functionalist view. This theory was proposed by Davis and Moody. In Sundarpur, suppose the village priest, doctor and teacher were respected because they had important jobs. So this theory says society gives high status to important roles to keep everything working smoothly. Next theory that was proposed by Karl Marx, it is called the conflict theory, where suppose I have already told you about Ramu. Ramu often felt angry. Why? Because he worked hard. But rich people like Sham owned the land and made all the money. So this theory says social classes fight for power and the rich try to keep their position by controlling resources. Next theory is called Weber's theory. Max Weber has given this theory. In the village fair, even a poor teacher was respected more than a rich shopkeeper. Why? Because of status. Max Weber said social stratification is not just about money but also about status, means respect, and power, that is called the control. And we have a last but not the least that is called the synthesizing ideas. So every theory offers unique insight. They help us understand complex social hierarchies. Different forces save inequality. Next is called as a very important concept. Next is a very important concept that is called the type of social stratifications, means the caste and the class. Let's look at how society is divided into two major ways. The first is called the caste system, second one is called class system. The caste system is a traditional India and class system is in the modern India. In case of the caste system, suppose Ramu was born into a potter family. Even though he wanted to be a teacher, the upper caste people say your work is to make pots only. So, the caste system talk about based on birth, fixed, no change possible, marriage within the same caste, and it is specially seen in Hindu society traditionally. Like example that I am talking about, Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudras. But what is the class system? Shyam's friend Priya was a poor background, but he studied hard and became an IAS officer. So based on wealth, job, education, it was formed. It was not fixed. You can move up or you can move down. You can marry outside your caste. See it in the modern cities and towns. Examples like upper class, middle class and lower class. Right? So what you have achieved, that is a very important. Now, there is a different type of the concept like the status, role, age set, age grade, social mobility. So let us understand some key idea through village life. Like the status, Priya is now respected in Sundarpur, not because of her caste, but because of her government job. So status means the position a person holds in society. So it is of two types. One is called an ascribed status, second one is called an achieved status. What is ascribed status? That is based on birth, like Ramu's caste. What is achieved status? That is based on effort, like Priya's job. So now, what is the role here then? So Priya has to maintain law and order, help poor people and work honestly. So these are her roles. So our role is the expected behavior from someone based on their status. Next is called, that is a very important concept, right? Next is the age set and age grade. What is it? In Sundarpur, boys of the same age played, learned and joined festivals together. So age set means people of the same age who share life stages together, like youth group, senior citizen. And what is an age grade means? The society gives certain role to people based on age, like child, adult and elders. I hope it is very clear. The next is called the social mobility. It's like, suppose Ramu's son Ravi went to school and became a doctor in the city. Now his life has changed. So social mobility means moving up or down in society. Robi showed upward mobility. If he had lost his job and returned poor, it would be downward mobility. I hope it is very clear. So these all are the key takeaways and the future outlook. So the story of Sundarpur shows us how social stratification works, how people are divided by caste, class, age and power. Some of these divisions are changing as education and equality spread. But the lessons from this village helps us understand how society truly works in this real world. So understanding the social structure, dynamics of change, impact on individuals and promoting equality. I hope it is very clear to you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.